That's really valuable. So we are being recorded. So welcome to our meeting for the first meeting in March. Can't believe it's already March. We have 4 months left for our seminar year. And so we kind of rev up and get even more excited about what's going on. So, and Maggie's getting ready to teach tonight. I think she's doing some stuff together. Okay, that's good.
Got it.
So let's do everybody know. Oh, Tracy, you don't know everybody, do you? You haven't met everybody yet. Well, it's an introduction night. Then tell people. Then the question of the night is, what great thing do you want to have happen in March?
Oh,
So Helene, you're on the spot. Introduce yourself if you would to Tracy, and who are you? Where do you live? How long have you been doing Mary Kay? And what great thing do you want to have happen in March?
So my name is Helene Reef. I live in Chesterfield, which is part of St. Louis. I have been using Mary Kay for like 55 years, but I've been selling it for like maybe 10. And I am looking for getting 5 new people.
5 new customers.
Yes.
All right, give this girl a hand. All right, you start wherever you are is where you are, and that's a great place to start. And you have a vision then. Good for you. Good for you. Absolutely great. Beth Owen, let's hear from you.
I'll try. I know I have a few seconds before he starts barking again. My name is Beth Owen, and I also live in Chesterfield. Been doing my business now for 21 years.
Something like that, I
think so. Anyway, as far as what can happen in March, I just want to keep going towards the Queen's Court of Sales.
Queen's Court of Sales. All right, look at that star mug. You're thinking about stars. I like stars.
That's
Give
right.
her
I
a
think I
hand.
finished.
Okay, Beth.
I'm gonna mute it again.
All right, the dog is barking. She's got 2 puppies. She's got one of her own, one of her daughters. So anyway, kind of exciting. So Jean, would you introduce yourself?
My name is Jean Phillips. I also live in Missouri, but I live in a suburb of St. Louis, in the St. Charles County area. Building my business for about 18 years, I think. And what I want to happen in March is, first of all, nothing to do with Mary Kay. I want to stay healthy for once. But that'd be a switch for the last few months. And I want to finish my star.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. That's a wonderful goal. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Give her a hand. Yay, Jean, for good health and good sales. But you have been selling, I know, because you love.
Yes, I had a $100 day today. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, you and Beth are just the queens of posting on our Facebook group, and so I mean that's really fun. I love it. I love it. Well, and Maggie, who are you?
Well, obviously my name is Maggie. I've been building my business really just for the past 5 years, but I've been in Mary Kay since I was 18, and I can't count that high, so I won't be able to tell you that one. My goal is I don't know about the whole month, but by March 15th, I want to have 2 new team members. So that's my big goal.
And finish your star. All right. Yes. Perfect. 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 All right. And now let's hear from Tracy. Who are you?
Well, my name is Tracy Magnus, and I am the newbie on the block. I've been in Mary Kay for 3 months, Maggie? I don't know. So we're getting there. I'm learning a lot. Nancy and Maggie have been just wonderful with all my questions, and I'm trying to get into the all the educational things on the In Touch, and so I'm slowly chugging along here. And my goal for March is actually I'm having an event through my spiritual practice called the Women's Empowerment Weekend, and so as far as Mary Kay and that, it works in perfectly because March is about empowering women and getting everyone. Spring is going to be sprung in March, so let's all get growing new things. So that's what I'm looking forward to in March.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, welcome. Yes, Tracy, we have had some great conversation, and she is on Maggie's team. Okay, in Connecticut.
Already need her star.
And was the first person to finish her star in our unit so far, but we've got more coming. Well, welcome, and it's really humbling and fun to meet new people who are excited about this business and excited about learning how to do this business. So Tracy, thank you for your enthusiasm and willingness to keep asking questions, because that's really what we need to do. Yeah, we do. And I've got so much I could be telling you more, but anyway, what I am going to do is to go ahead and say, Maggie, would you talk with us about skin cycling? Because this is a whole new concept. In my opinion, this is a new way of presenting the products. So hop to, girl, I'm going to put you on speaker view.
Okay, well, very good. Well, you guys, has anybody actually heard about skin cycling or seen it on the news or anything like that? No. Nancy, I don't know if you got a chance to watch the video from that other Mary Kay consultant, but it was actually interesting. She actually highlighted a news program that was talking about specifically skin cycling, which was kind of neat. So like there are a lot of women out there that have seen it or heard it, and they're wondering, what is this? So really, to make it really simplify it, the idea is that there's a 4-day cycle for your skincare. The first day you exfoliate, or first evening you exfoliate, the second evening you use retinol, and the third and fourth evenings are the rest days, or more the hydrating days. So as you're recovering from the first 2 days. So that's the concept of the cycle. The reason why it's not a nice even 7-day cycle is mostly because people will need different amounts of the products as they go through. So remember when we first learned about retinol, sometimes you build up to more retinol. You start with 1 day a week, you work to 2 days a week, and then upwards based on what need or what your desire is. Well, what they're teaching now is that you really should have at least 3 days between retinol treatments, but then you could get 2 retinol treatments in a 7-day period. So that's kind of the concept of the cycling, a little bit of cycling with retinol specifically. But the other thing is that there are so many products that are being touted right now to be wonderful for skin, wonderful for skincare, what everyone should be using. And if you just keep applying all to your, all to your face all at the same time, morning and evening, you're not going to get the best results because some of those products have different interactions. Now we're lucky because in Mary Kay, we have all of the products that they talk about, and they're all pH balanced to mostly work together. So that's actually one really great thing about our products in particular. But there are some interactions, as you guys know, that if you're using retinol, especially when you're going through your retinization process, there's certain other ingredients you don't want to apply to your face, so you don't get other reactions. The same thing with some of our other newer products. So let's go through a cycle and see what that kind of looks like. Now, have any of you gotten on boards and seen some of the handouts that are available about skin cycling? Okay, so I invite you to go, if you have your phones now, go on boards. My phone's downstairs, so I can't, but I can only access boards on my phone. For some reason, I can't access it on the computer. I don't know about you guys.
You want me to try and do that?
I tried and it directed me to my phone, the app. So unless you can put the application, if you have a tablet, you could probably get it on your tablet.
I can see if, let me see if I can pull up boards and pull that up for you.
And so once you get on boards, go and click on the National Go Givers, because we have our own little board section. Anybody there yet?
I don't know what boards is.
Oh, okay. It
Well,
is an application that that there's actually a link to it under our Facebook page, under the National Go-Givers Facebook page. That if you just literally do the search in the corner for boards, it'll actually bring you up to the link to go right to the one. So you download it from the App
hold
Store.
on just a minute, Maggie, so I can pull this up, because I can share the screen with this then.
Oh, fantastic.
So hold on just a minute while I get it pulled up.
Because it's a nice way to see the information and it lays it out pretty easily.
Okay, this is called Boards. It's
Perfect.
an app. And go find the National Go Giver info. I've got other stuff here, but the National Go Giver info, I have all these folders with all kinds of information for you. Okay. And I keep adding some things and creating your 20, but we're going to look for skin cycling right here. Okay, so Maggie, which one do you want me to pull up?
I I would do, scroll down for a moment, if I can see the last few, keep going, keep going. I would do that last one. Yep,
Okay.
you got it. So at the very top corner is the actual skin cycle, if you will. Day 1, being exfoliating. Day 2, which is retinol. Day 3, hydrate. Day 4, rest. And day 5, repeat. So now you can see under the product. So you always want to start with good classic skincare. So in the morning, every morning, no matter what day of the week or day of your cycle it is, you're always going to start with your good skincare products. So you're going to cleanse, exfoliate, freshen, brighten. And then you're going to add your serums and your day cream. What they also are suggesting is that every morning and evening, you can still also use your vitamin C, whichever version of vitamin C you use, whether you use the Replenish C and E serum or whether you use the C plus resveratrol booster. Vitamin C is always applicable in the mornings as well. So that's not something you have to necessarily cycle in. Yeah, you can see under the optional there. Now, the other 2 optional ones, there's some thoughts about when you want to add in the niacinamide. But I have it under there. So that's the skin brightener, the ferulic acid and the niacinamide is also under the optional. And then you also see our charcoal mask. So the charcoal mask, I don't know about you guys, I usually do it in the evening. Doesn't really matter, but that's again one of the optional things. So that's something you can cycle and will be outside of the cycle, but this we'll stick with just the basic cycle first. Okay, so now let's go to night 1. So you've already done your normal skincare.
Maggie, can I ask you to stop a minute? Do
Sure.
people, are people understanding what we're talking about how we're cycling through? Is this clear? Or have you got any questions at this point?
I'm confused.
You're confused. Okay, let's back up so we can address that before we get too far. Talk about what's confusing.
Well, you cleanse. Then what do you do after? Guess I want to know the order of application.
Okay,
well,
we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we will get, that's a good question, and we will get into that. That's a very good
Oh, she's
question.
just not there. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're just not there yet, but you understand, everybody's going to cleanse, and then you're going to follow the day 1 of your skin cycling. You're going to use 1 or more of these products. Does that make sense? Are you with me?
In that first column?
In this first column, yeah, the
Okay.
vitamin C plus E or the C plus resveratrol. At the nighttime by the charcoal mask and maybe the ceramide. I'm sorry, I can't read that one, but that's the skin
That's
bright.
the ferulic acid and niacinamide.
Yeah, for that, practice saying that ferulic acid and niacinamide. Ooh, that's exciting.
Or you
Okay,
can call it vitamin B3. The other thing though, that Beth, is that we really just weren't talking so much application, the order, because in the morning it's just your normal routine. We can go on that, break that down a little bit later, but whatever your normal morning routine is, what you would do in the morning, you just have some options through it like you normally would. That doesn't necessarily change with the cycle, if you will.
Okay.
But if we want to get to the night one, the first night is what's going to be different. The first night is the night that you're going to dedicate to exfoliation. So when you normally, with your normal nighttime skincare, you'd always usually cleanse first, right? With whichever cleanser you would use. And the thing is, with our 4-in-1 cleanser, it does 4 things at once. And that's what I was rattling off, but that's just the 4-in-1 cleanser or the foaming cleanser. Yeah. You know how you just start saying things because you've been saying them a while and.
Yeah. And I started trying to write and no.
Sorry about that. So I love the 4-in-1 cleanser. So that's why I get excited and I talk about all it does at one time. If we were doing it at one time. Okay. So you would cleanse wherever you cleanse, and then you would do your exfoliator. So the one thing that the news really is proponing is really our chemical exfoliator. So we have 2 kinds of exfoliation, right? Your chemical exfoliator or your actual mechanical exfoliator. So we know our chemical exfoliator is our Revealing Radiance facial peel with glycolic acid. So that's why, thank you, Nancy, that you can see that that's the first product under night 1 exfoliate. I love this product mostly because even though you have a little bit of tingling with it, it gets those first top 3 layers off the skin and it just really makes the pores look smaller. That's why I love it. But anyone else use this product regularly? Nancy?
my favorite. I love this product.
What do you love it about the most? Or what do you see a
Well,
benefit for
exactly
yourself?
what you're saying. The fact that it loosens up the dead skin cells and it just like kind of emulsifies, I guess that's probably not the right word. The dead skin cells at 3 layers. It's also, by the way, great on feet, but that's another subject. But it just, my skin feels so incredible after I use this product.
And I would definitely, sometimes people are scared about, oh, it's a peel, it's a chemical peel. And if you have you ever seen those sitcoms that someone comes out of the spa with a chemical peel and their face is all red? That cannot happen with this product. It doesn't take those four layers of your skin off. It only takes the 3. So you never get down to that really brand new skin. Instead, it's still, you still have your normal skin tone. So I've had people ask me specifically, and I wanted to say, this is not a scary product, I promise. So that is one thing about this one. Now, the other exfoliator that we have, obviously, is the microdermabrasion with the pore minimizer, right? So the microdermabrasion is, I usually recommend this one more for the people that are on that are younger, that are only looking for like mild signs of aging. And this one's great, obviously, for cleaning out the pores, for blackheads, those kind of things. But usually my people on the Miracle set would use the microdermabrasion. Usually my people on the Time-Wise Repair set would use the Time-Wise Repair revealing radiance peel. But I love this product, and I will tell you. Yeah, well, but I would tell you that anyone 40 and up needs this in their life. Sorry, just straight up.
No, that's fine. That's what I want to hear.
Love that.
Personally, I use both. I
Oh,
use both. I mean, I really, they're about once a week. I just love the microdermabrasion in the shower. It's easy. It just wakes me up or whatever. I mean, I really, really do enjoy doing the microdermabrasion. So I use both.
very good. Now the next, so that would be the first night. So you would go ahead and you'd use the revealing radiant cleans or the microdermabrasion, either one, and then wash that off, because both of these are wash off products. And then you would go through and do your regular nighttime routine. So you would use either version of your vitamin C that you use, and then any of your version of the whatever serums you use. So I still use the toning serum. I love the toning serum. So that's not on here, but obviously it's one of my favorites. And then you would finally use your night cream. And don't forget your eye cream. Never forget the eye cream, right? So that would be for the first night of exfoliation. Any questions about that?
The ceramide, is that the other vitamin C you're talking about?
No, that would be the vitamin C plus resveratrol, the purple one.
The purple, okay.
I like that they made all the clinical solutions different colors.
Me too.
A little
You
easier
bet.
for the rest of us, right?
You
So that,
bet.
just as a side note, if any of you guys, if you have your clients on the Time-Wise Repair set and they want to add a vitamin C, and they're already using the lifting serum, I usually recommend this version of the vitamin C, because this you can add in with them together. So this would go on, you'd always use your booster first, the thinnest booster. So that would be the vitamin C is the thinnest booster. And then you would add in your serum, and then finally your day or night cream, right? Okay. Good deal. Okay, so the next day, day 2, you do again your normal morning routine, adding in your vitamin C and your normal toners, and then it's the retinol night. So remember, retinol, big thing with retinol is you obviously can't be pregnant or nursing, right? Some people may or may not tolerate it, but this is our pure retinol. So always make sure people understand what pure retinol is a little bit more potent than our encapsulated retinol that's already in our Time-Wise Repair set. So that's one thing I usually mention. Now, we learned this from Anne a couple weeks ago, that as far as order of application goes, after you wash your face, we're supposed to put on the eye cream first before you add your retinol in. You let the eye cream dry and then add your retinol in. However, if you have a client that's having a difficult time going through the retinization process, you can actually add your face moisturizer on first and then the retinol. You still will get the same effect, but it will be less irritating to the skin. And I thought that was really exciting that Anne told us that last week. And not only did Anne teach us that, what was it, I guess 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, that it was actually on the video that Nancy, I don't know if you're going to link that video to Facebook. The lady on the news also said the same thing. Put your moisturizer on first. It makes the retinol a little bit more tolerable if you're truly sensitive. I am super sensitive to retinol. I have not, it's probably not something I'm going to continue. I mostly because I want to be pregnant too. So I got the two things going against me there. But that is for anyone that really wants to use the benefits of retinol, that you can actually use it over your moisturizer. So that's where the order of application gets a little fuzzy. But so the retinol will be that night. And so either whether you put the retinol on first or you put it on second, doesn't matter. You get that on, and always your eye cream goes on first though. You don't want to get any retinol on the under eye area just because of how very powerful the retinol is. Other thing with our pure retinol, and they teach us that in the clinical solutions class, never put the pure retinol on your neck, because it hasn't been the reactions to people's necks can be a little bit different. So they highly recommend not doing it. And there was a lovely lady in one of those Facebook groups of Mary Kay, and she asked, guys, what happened? I put some retinol on my neck and this is the reaction. I'm like, you did not go to Mary Kay University and you were not told. Anyway, point is that if they want retinol on the neck, that's when you use our Time Rise Repair night cream. That's the only one that's tested to not be irritating to the neck. So just, one of those things that you never know, like someone's going to do it unless I love it. If you've ever gone to a skincare class and someone does something with a product, I had one lady use microdermabrasion and started rubbing it in her eyes. And I was like, you never know what to expect. So expect the unexpected, sometimes over explain what you're going to do and then let them do it. Just a side note. But anyway, so I just wanted to say about the retinol. Now, I don't want to confuse anybody, so that we'll end retinol. That'll be the day 2. Now, the next day, when we go into day 3 and day 4, the day and night, both, you're going to still continue with your vitamin C, but then those are the 2 days you're going to want to add in another type of moisturizer. So as Nancy's pointed out here, we have our biocellular mask. It's a biocellulose. Okay, biocellullar mask. So that's one. We also have our hydrating masks, which we just came out with last year. And then we have my favorite, which is the hyaluronic acid and ceramide. So those were hyaluronic acid and ceramide are 2 really, key ingredients or buzzword ingredients that everyone is looking for. And so hyaluronic acid, I always know, is super great for moisturization. This you can put all over your face, all over your neck. I use that quite frequently. But ceramide is a really neat ingredient because ceramide is actually what our skin cells naturally make when we're younger. And we just end up making less of it as we age. So it's actually an ingredient that's already native to our cells that they just need a little boost. So what makes more sense than that, right? So that's, again, what I love about the ceramide. So that's the hyaluronic acid and ceramide booster. So if you're going to do moisturization, obviously you do your booster first. Oh, and then I'm sorry, the last one is our moisture renewal mask. I love the moisture renewal. Like I usually use that 2 or 3 times a week at night, like my overnight. And if it dries out before I fall asleep, then I'll put my moisturizer over the top of it. But that's it's just great for, Nancy actually told us at seminar that it's great for the wrinkles on your neck. They like magically disappear. So again, another neat trick that, I have a lot of ladies recently complaining about like their neck. And so I usually tell them about that particular product. And then you guys know with our brush, now that I can, over here, that with our brush, we have the massaging attachment. And this massaging attachment, if you first put your booster and your serum on first, and then go ahead and just turn the sucker on again, and then you actually use it to massage in the product. And that natural stimulation actually can help very much the cells actually, that triggers the cells triggers them to actually try to get firm and tighter again. Very similar to the effect of massage. And the other big thing people like is the concept of gua sha, which is where you use those jade, scraping tools. The problem with gua sha is it actually breaks down tissue. Well, this will just help build up as opposed to break down. So sorry. And if you want my my soapbox dissertation about gua sha later, as a clinician, I will be happy to share. Anyway,
I don't know what it is. Okay.
And I think those are all the hydrating products. Now, the other thing the news is saying actually to add in specifically during the hydration phase or the reset phase, these last 2 days of skin cycling, is actually specifically the niacinamide. Now, niacinamide is vitamin B3, and we know it's used as a brightener along with the ferulic acid. But so this is our newest booster, the orange one, and that this is actually a great product for people to add in as well during the hydration phase. So what is order of application if you use both the hyaluronic acid and the ferulic acid niacinamide booster if you use them together? Now, they're both about the same consistency. They're both just a little thicker, a little bit more syrupy. But what I recommend is that you're actually going to want to use the brightener first, or the ferulic acid and niacinamide first, because that's what you're going to want to put on the areas that, I mean, you can put it all over, but the areas that you want to make sure are a little bit brighter, or you're, reducing the age spots. That's what this one is for. Well, the one for hydration, it doesn't have to be as specific to those age spots. So this one will just go all over. So usually if you're going to use, I usually use the niacinamide every night. I know you don't, I mean, not niacinamide, the hyaluronic acid every night, because I just feel like I need the extra moisture. So this is always the second booster to go on. So if you're going to pair it instead with the vitamin C, again, you'd use vitamin C first and then the hyaluronic acid. Okay. So that kind of gets us through the hydration part. Any questions about the hydration step?
Are you supposed to use all of them?
Not at the same day, but you can alternate. So maybe one day 3, you do one of them, and the next day you do another. And then when you go back to the cycle again, choose which ones. I usually say choose the ones that feel the best for your skin, but treat yourself to one of the masks, when you have more time. What I love about the biocellular mask is I love to use that when you're preparing for something big or important. So about a month out before like a wedding, a reunion, some kind of big event, that's when I'd add in the biocellular mask twice a week.
Right.
When it comes to the other moisture mask, if you just feel like you need that extra like boost, or, what's kind of nice is when you're actually lying down with a face mask on, it's just honestly you time. So when you need that little morale boost, that's when I would throw that one in there.
So one of the things that I think that's important is you're not going to have every customer using every product. You're going to kind of pick and choose which one is going to fit with the customer. On the other hand, as consultants, I think it's really valuable for us to be familiar with all of the products so that we can share the information with the customers from our own experience, as well as from the education of helping the customer choose. And the Skin Analyzer now has the boosters included as possible solutions.
Fantastic.
Go ahead.
So
Maggie.
the last thing I wanted to add, now what I like about this sheet in particular is, do you see how it has like the bonus when you spend a certain amount, you get the roll up as complimentary? I love that because you can use this as a closing sheet. We have our special closing sheets, we have the deals, we have the, these guys are the placemats that have some of the stuff on the back of it too. But this is a nice closing sheet because people can actually follow exactly what you were talking about, or depending on if you're using samples, what you did. And I'll go on to more about how you would incorporate samples into an actual application party, as opposed to just an informational party. So that's why I like this particular form. Now, going back to if you're going to use this as a party, for your customers that are already on a skincare set, this might be a really fun idea. You say, hey, we have some new boosters. Do you want to get together with your friends and try them? So you're going to say, look, we're going to start with your normal skincare. So you would have them use what they normally use. So either the Time Wise Repair or your Time Wise 3D, and then you'd add in one of the steps. I would recommend adding in the exfoliating step and have like a pajama party. I think Beth and Jean, I think your adopted director had like a pajama party the other night. This is a great idea to get ready for bed, because you don't, after you use an exfoliator or especially the glycolic peel, you're not going to want to apply an SPF right away, because if they're going to react to an SPF, they're going to react more after having all that exfoliating happen. So after you use the glycolic peel, I forgot to mention, you don't want to use an SPF at the same time. So that's why this is really a nighttime product only. So what I did actually this weekend is I had the girls, they actually used the 3D set, and then we did the glycolic peel after they did the face wash, right? And I sat there, and it takes about 10 minutes. You would leave this on. I'd say, how does it feel? Do you feel the tingling? And then we talked about some of the other products, and then we went back, we washed it off, and then we completed the rest of the steps. If you were going to do this virtually, what I love is the company has those wonderful samples for the skincare set, either the Time Wise Repair or the 3D. And then we have the samples for the glycolic peel or the microdermabrasion. So that makes it pretty easy to use these as a sample. Since we don't have samples for some of the other products, this is the one that probably lends itself the most to a virtual skin cycling class. Any questions about incorporating
These-
products?
This particular mask also, if you were gonna send samples to someone, I might even include one of these, because you get, what, 8 of them for $40.
Yeah.
Then it's a $40 retail, so you're really getting 8 of them for $20. So to throw that in as a sample, if you're confirming your guest for a virtual party, it seems like that might be a really good thing to add in.
I also like to add that in as a special gift with purchase, or it's also a gift when you bring a friend.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah. So let me go
I
back to, go ahead. I'm sorry, do you have other questions?
I just have a question about that product because I have not used it to this point.
Which
So
product?
the one you're talking about, the $40 hydrating mask. I think that's a great idea. How does everyone like that? I just really want to hear everybody's kind of.
Speak up, folks.
Well, it's a sheet mask. So a
That's-
sheet mask means that, you actually have to lie down and use it, right? And we actually, it was really fun. We got to do this at seminar. So that actually made it more fun. It's great for a sleepover slumber party. It's great for like getting together with the girls. It's not great for a busy mom that doesn't have any time to herself.
Right. Beth, I think you were trying to say something, but you're muted.
I said that was fun at seminar, but you're right, you have to have the time to do it. If you don't have, if you're busy, like me chasing dogs tonight, I don't have the time to do it, but I will later.
Yeah, the fun thing about the actual mask thing is, yeah, it's a different kind of experience. It tends to be a luxurious experience, but it is so hydrating. It's really awesome.
It's, yeah.
And it's also all the rage. Like if you even go to a TJ Maxx or you go to a checkout at even like a dollar store or even the grocery store at the end caps, you're going to see all these sheet mask possibilities. So it's really a big trend. And I love that we have just a fantastic product that fits into that trend. So if you, I mean, it's really big with your teenagers, really big with your 20 somethings. So, and that's why they kind of make great gifts, but in the stores, you buy one at a time. So that's why I've kind of marketed a little bit like, you can buy, I usually say buy one for $5, get one free is one thing I'll do. Or what people, when they love it, they'll buy the whole box if they see the value in it too. But that's just kind of my experience. I don't know about you guys.
Well, I think you added a lot of really, really good information. I want to go back to the other things that are here. And now let's go back to the fact we've got boards. Boards is an app. I mean, I've got it on my PC as well as on my iPad. You can put it in your phone. There's all kinds of information. So these are basically things you can use for training people with the concept that Maggie was just talking about. So day 1, you're going to exfoliate. Day 2 is going to be retinol. 3 is going to be hydration. Then you've got to restore and then repeat. Okay, so you've got this cycle going. And I was originally thinking it was going to be like Monday through Thursday, but no, it isn't. It isn't a 7-day cycle. It's a 5-day cycle. So people, I'm thinking, would want to keep their, if they want to really be organized with their skincare, they want to have their calendar handy, maybe in their bathroom where they're going to keep track of what they're doing at which day. Okay. Now, those are the people that are very disciplined. The rest of us, maybe not so much. So you might have a chart like this, which again is available. You can get right off of boards. And you can just have people write in the day if they want to and say which of the days they're using. Okay. So these resources are available here for you. Okay. I'm putting this out as an information approach for my customers so that I can set up skin cycling events. Okay. Again, it's simply a nice flyer. But Maggie went through the closing sheet, which I think is really, really the most valuable. And there are others out there, but right now this is what's most available. This is a little bit more detailed, but it's all the same thing. Okay. So if you want to go back to the skin cycling, it's simply, we always, I think, want to start with teaching basic skincare first. So that this could be, if people don't want to do color, because not everyone wears eyeshadow or whatever, this could certainly be a great second appointment, don't you think? And this could be really, really fun. And doing a second appointment after someone starts using the skincare is such a good idea. So, those are some thoughts. Any other questions about the skin cycling? What I wanted to go to is on Facebook. Not Facebook, I'm sorry, on Mary Kay in Touch. I'm going back to, if you go under Product Central, they do have order of application. And I believe they have all four of the boosters included. There they are. Okay. The boosters are all right in here. So if there's a question about which order of application, it's right here. You could print this up. You might want to print it up because I mean, this could look kind of overwhelming. You're not going to have everyone use every product, but we do have so many different options. For instance, in moisturizing, that on the third and fourth day, as they use their moisturizer, you can pick and choose. I mean, let's not forget the men. Okay. So the men might really want to do the skin cycling also. You never can tell. Okay. Side note, you know that the satin lip set is not a set available right now because the lip scrub is back ordered and it's indefinitely not going to be available. So
Wow. Good
the
thing I
lip
have
scrub is not available.
Didn't know that.
It's on In Touch, and they said they don't know when it's going to be available again. Apparently, it's a product that they can't get a hold of for whatever reason. So we've got the lip balm, but we do not have the lip scrub. That's a little side note. But all of these other products, so you might want to, I mean, and maybe Tracy, I'm speaking to you specifically. Well, anybody though, that print this up and ask yourself, are you familiar with these different products? And is there, I mean, don't get overwhelmed, but get challenged to learn more. Okay. So don't go, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. Well, just start somewhere. All right. Just start somewhere. Because it can be overwhelming. And as I say, the skin analyzer does respond to these solutions and it responds to all four of these products, okay, and talks about it. So the information is available. In fact, I'm just going to say something, and I'm going to get into this more because I need to get into it more. I had an orientation yesterday morning or Monday morning, I guess, whatever, of someone really talking about what is available for new consultants. And I'm going to be talking about that more in the future, but there is an amazing amount of information that is right here under education for new consultants, an amazing amount of information. So I'm just saying we don't need to reinvent the wheel because a lot of it, we still have to have a relationship with our new team members, but having the information is right here. I just watched this 20-minute video. I think this is the one this morning. I went, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I'm going to encourage every one of you to go to look at this 20-minute video because it's like, how would a new consultant feel? And Tracy and I we talked about this, I think last night, about what is available. And we're like, oh my gosh, this can be daunting. Just this in itself can be daunting because there's so much information here, but we don't know even, I mean, there's so much besides MK University. But just this 20-minute video, I am going to encourage every single one of you to go to, you go to education, then you go to new independent beauty consultants, start here. So find the 20 minutes. It's absolutely worth it. So, phew, thank you, Maggie, for all of that information. And again, let's, what did you learn? I would love to hear 1 or 2 sentences from every one of you about what are the items that you learned? What was new to you? Helene. No, you're muted.
I have not done those 2 masks. I have them, but I've not used them. So I learned that I do the mask on my regular skincare, but I don't do those other ones.
Okay,
So,
so a new challenge to learn those. Okay,
Right.
good. Thank you. Yeah, Beth, how about you?
What Maggie was saying about if you're using the repair to use the facial peel. More so than, I mean, I know I can use them both, but more so than just the microderma. I should add that in.
Right, you know, with the Time-Wise Repair Ultimate Set does include the line reducer and the facial peel.
It does, okay.
Yeah, it's right there. It's in.
Well, with one of the boosters, I think it's the green one. Isn't that the one you're not supposed to use with others?
With retinol, correct.
With the resurfacer, the one that's the resurfacer, you're not supposed to use with any other booster, and you're not supposed to use it with the retinol. Good point. Yes.
Thank you.
Exactly. Tracy, what did you learn?
Well, I learned about boards. I have it on my phone now. I was able to follow along on my phone, so I learned a new application for that. I learned a whole lot of stuff that I don't quite know how to apply it, but I think what I learned is that I would like to do a few of the things myself for a little while so I can understand them, so that I can then present them to other people.
Thank you. And that really is so valuable. Yes, try it yourself. We've got great
Mhm.
products. And even if it's not the right, I mean, the Clear Proof product is not something I would use, but it doesn't mean I haven't tried it to see what it feels like. Just saying. Just saying. Jean, what about you?
I'm kind of like Beth. I also learned about using the facial peel since I'm old. On Time-Wise Repair.
It's all relative, my friend.
Yes, yes. Anyway, and I had not heard about skin cycling, so the whole new concept
Yeah,
was
there's-
interesting. Yeah.
It's become quite a thing. I think a lot of people last fall, the Mary Kay people got into, and I was like, what is that? And it unfortunately has taken me this long. Maggie, of course, was on top of it sooner because she's on top of all that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't realize like the sheet mask are such a trend too. I mean, that was interesting. So I
Yeah,
have to get with the trends.
but I know
Yes.
in charge of all of this. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you again, Maggie, for your training. It's just really that was a good half an hour, 35 minutes of, or maybe even 40 minutes of training. And that's one of the things we're really focusing on for our Thursday night event, our Thursday night meeting. So, but I do have a slideshow with all kinds of other information and some recognition. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see who are our superstars for this week. Let's see. Okay, we already did that. This is what's exciting. In fact, everyone, you really want to go on the first of every month. You want to go to Mary Kay in Touch and find out what the new promotions are. And this is what's going on for March. The $30 startup is now $20. Now, seriously, people, $20. Now, do you know what people get for their $30? The e-start. Okay, they get the free website, they get ProPay, and they get all the backstage pass to all the things in Mary Kay, and that's all of the stuff on In Touch. The training that we have on Mary Kay is so far beyond what most other direct selling companies have. I mean, it's just so amazingly way beyond. Which, by the way, I'm going to rabbit trail here for just a minute. That video I just told you about, that 20-minute video for new consultants, they're not talking about selling. They're talking about the culture of Mary Kay and the emotional look at what is this doing for your life. It's a powerful. I'm gonna put it on my customer. I'm gonna send an email out with my customers and say, watch this video as if you were a consultant, because there's nothing to hide. And I think that it might be really exciting. Anyway, going back to the e-start, people get the free app to help your business grow. There's online training and education, and of course, excellent customer support. And you're gonna, if you start someone with the e-start, or someone that wants to come back, maybe someone wants to come back into Mary Kay, that hasn't been doing it for a while, and a $20 reinstate, it's like, go for it. Because then they can get their 50% discount. and they can really work with that. And plus they're going to get all of this. And as we coach them as to what else they're getting, by the way, they might do more than they ever did before. You never know. I mean, I've got a girl in San Antonio that's talking about coming back with me. And I believe me, I will be in touch with her. Absolutely. Now, the usual $130 kit, of course, includes the same stuff, but also includes the whole box. I call it the box with the party supplies, with the mirrors and the trays, and it gives you product samples as well as $400 worth of actual product, which they can be used for demonstration, can be used, they can sell it, they can use it for themselves, whatever they want, for $90. Really, $400 worth of for $90. It's like kind of brain dead if you don't do it. I'm sorry, I just said that. I shouldn't say that. But there's all kind of literature and educational materials. And the bonus is the retail size time-wise microdermabrasion set has additional samples. Okay. Now, what they've done here, this is brilliant. And I'm really looking at what can be happening. They have developed a $600 wholesale order that has, and this is the last month it's available, that it has the most commonly used products. Okay. So if someone says, well, I don't even know where to start, you know, a lot of other companies say that, you know, Tupperware gives you, you know, if you buy this package, you're going to get so much Tupperware. If you go to, you know, something else, they're going to say you get this package, you get so much of this product. Well, we're kind of doing the same thing with Mary Kay and saying, if you don't kind of know where to start with this, because it's a brilliant way. You could use it all for yourself if you want to. If nothing else, if you don't sell anything, you have just got a huge bargain. Okay. If not, see what you can do with this. It gives you the chance to try these different products and get used to what the products we've got, because that's what we're representing, is not only the culture of Mary Kay, but of course the products. So I just ran across this. I'm going to post this on the Facebook group and in the boards. It'll be there sooner or later for you to use this month, because it's a flyer that you want to add. I put it on my pictures, and because I'm going to be talking to a lot of people here, and just say, look at this is a deal. So, okay, I just wanted you to know about that. The other new thing for this month, oh, you guys, okay, when we go to seminar, you know how you're in the Princess Court, it means sales is 20,000. Beth Owen, you're going to get to be on stage. Okay. If you don't finish the full Princess Court where they announce your name, but you're still going to get a sash, you're going to get to be walking on stage. You did that last year, I think, didn't you? And loved it. Weren't you on stage? Yeah. So this year again. And so Princess Court of Sharing is 12 new Great Start qualified team members. That could happen in the next, it could happen even this month. Honest to goodness, if you get enough new people started with this special offer that they've got, holy cow, what if you did both? What if you did, Jean, you might want to look at this. I'm just challenging you. You like being in your red jacket, and I know you sell a lot. So this is something kind of exciting to those of you that are really working your business. And we're going to go to a seminar in Dallas, which I think it's the last week of July, but I could be wrong. I can't remember when our seminar is this year. Okay. Anyway, so I'm excited about this. I thought you would want to know. Okay. And I just did put this out today in a text message. So you might want to just pay attention to what's going on for our training. This is what I decided to talk about next week. Is going to be so why do they, how does it work? How does it work where, okay, so many recruits and what, I mean, it's kind of confusing. And if you're not there, honest to goodness, I don't really know the commission schedule for the national sales directors because I'm not there yet. Okay. And actually I'm too old, but anyway, but so if you are working as a brand new consultant, if you're in a senior consultant and you don't know the benefits of a red jacket or a team leader or all of that, we're going to talk about why does it work. And a little bit is, what are the systems that the company has in place that help you to stay on track? Okay, so we're going to do this. This could actually be a really good guest event. Because if you got someone that's really thinking about it and someone that's remember when we did the DISC, someone that's a high C, okay? Helene is probably going to groove on this meeting next week, right? Because I think you were a high C personality, correct? But the C people and the S people that want to know, so how does it work? This is going to be a great way to talk next week. Okay, then the following week, we are going to have a skin cycling guest event. So start inviting your guests now so that you can invite them to be at our guest event. And then we'll have some giveaways and some raffles and a lot of fun for that. Okay. Then I'm going to talk about foundation matching, another challenging thing for many consultants. Okay. And because we have 5 Thursdays, Maggie's coming back. And she's going to teach she is so good at teaching glamour. Oh, I love to watch that girl do glamour. So how about that for March? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Yes. The new bingo card is on our Facebook group. Okay. It's up. It will be going Tuesday nights. Did you notice they're having 2 of the boosters are on here? Okay. For bingo, 3 of them. I'm sorry, 3 boosters are on here. Okay. So there's all kinds of good stuff. And oh my gosh, the Skinvigorate brush. Okay, so it's usually $75. So this year through June, it's going to be only $60 retail. They're putting it on half price. Okay, because if you go to the half price deals, if you choose to do these, because these are the same products that are on bingo. Did you know that? The bingo presents these products. I'm just telling you. Okay, so they could get it for $30. Now, you know what I've been thinking about? I think I might, because I have done a couple times in my career a double gold medal, 10 new recruits in a month. Now, did they get all qualified? Not necessarily, but I did start 10 people in a month twice. Okay, the first time I was finishing up qualifying for DIQ. Anyway, qualifying to become a DIQ. And I did that at the end of December, just to say, okay. Because I wanted it that badly. Anyway, what if you got gave a $30 sonic brush to anybody that came in as a qualified recruit? It's just a thought. I mean, would that not be enough to have someone step over the line and say, oh, what the heck, for $20 I can do, or even for $90, I could do that, all that free product. Sure, I'll take a brush too. Think about that. So this is going to be an opportunity for people to just try out Mary Kay. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but you don't know if it won't, if you don't try it. Okay. It's kind of like what they say about the lotto tickets. If you don't buy one, you're not gonna win. So anyway, maybe that's not a good analogy. The chances of you succeeding in Mary Kay are a lot better than the lotto. Oh gosh. Okay, so this is also available, I believe. If it's not, I will put it on the Facebook group so you can set it up. Boards we have talked about already. Okay, how many of you, Beth Owen, I think you have some people. Maggie, did you? I've had some people that are going to be in the drawing for the $500. Are you guys aware of that? Any time that you do a makeover, just a beauty experience, okay, is share your opinion with me. Okay, that could be I guess I'm not supposed to say it's okay for bingo because you're supposed to actually try the products. Okay, but a beauty experience, you get 1 entry. If people listen to our business opportunity, they get 5 entries. And if they share their experience with 5 people, 10 entries, they do give away this money. I just want you to know they do give away this money. And so I just texted my customers today and said, by the way, you're going to be in a drawing, so it's not a scam, because they send out an email. But anyway, and then we will be having a red jacket event every month. There's a red jacket team building event. So right now, Maggie's our red jacket is invented. I know by the end of this month, we will have more red jackets with at least 3 people on their team. don't you think? Say yes. Make me feel good. Say yes, Nan. Okay, Nan, that'll be good. I still didn't see your heads nodding. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got congratulations for 6 people who have earned the earrings last month from for having over a 600 wholesale order. Woo, give them a hand. Kathy Elliott is in Chicago, in one of the towers, and she has been with us for I think 30 years. She's also a real high C. But she is just one of my favorite people. I used to go into Chicago and hang out with her and do makeovers and stuff. So I'm really excited for Kathy. But the rest of you guys know each other now. How exciting. So exciting. Okay, and look at these people that are on target already this month. Beth Owen only needs 160 more to finish up this is so cool. Instead of jewelry, they're giving you a cool cosmetic bag, okay, for March. And Danielle Markovich, who is in the St. Louis area. You guys don't know her. She was one of Mindy's recruits. Okay, she's in the St. Louis area. So you'll be excited. Danielle's such a cutie. When I first met her, she was single, and then she's now married with a baby, and she's a cool girl. Okay, now I want you to know I did finally send off your earrings for January as well as for February today. And but look at these earrings and look at these bee earrings. Okay, these are the Consistency Club, and Tracy, you got your earrings with the hearts because when you place wholesale orders of at least 300 2 months in a row, you get earrings. Okay, and they're different earrings every month. So you got to keep the hoops, but for March, you're going to get these bee earrings. Ooh, aren't you excited? So as soon as I'm going to get better at this because I've already got them. So as soon as you do your first 300, oh my gosh, Beth, I think you might have earned these already. I should have sent them to you. Look at that. Hot dog. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. So these are bee earrings. Aren't they fun? Okay. Look at our queen of last week, queen of sales. Whoops. Queen of sales for last week, Miss Maggie, for $470 a week. And Beth Owen came in with $278. And Tracy, yay, Tracy, $168 for a brand new consultant. Good for you. Good for you. Give yourselves a hand. And look at those $100 days and $200 days. Okay, you guys are working. You're developing a business, and it's 1 week at a time, and it's not a steady increase, is it? No, it's a little up, little down, little up, little down. But now you want to just keep going more and a little bit bigger thing. Oh, I've got some words over here. Oh, this is based on weekly accomplishment sheets. Okay. And look at this, Beth Owen, 49 items in February. Okay. And so the goal is to sell 28 by February 28th. And so she just like almost doubled it. Look at that girl. Amazing. Applause for Beth for selling all those items. That girl continues to have the most amazing customer service. Really, really, really good. And Jean did 26 items. Go, Jean, go. Okay. And I know you've been sick and had a whole lot of stuff going on, but you're still out there doing your business. And we just got to fit it in. I'm not going to spend any time on this. If you're not working on this, you definitely want to work on your 6 most important things list. I probably should print these up and get them out to you. That's right. Now Star Consultants. Okay, look at you got till March 15th. Girls, Maggie only has 311.50 to go. Jean only 591. Finish those stars. Okay. Mindy Kohlmeyer, who's had 30 stars so far in her career, has only 1,000 to go, and she's in the Kansas City area. Kathy Elliott in Chicago, and then our wonderful Kathy Poolbowers, who probably has. She used to be a director. She used to be Beth and Jean and Helene's director. Just Tracy, so you know. And she decided to become a consultant again, and so she retired, and her husband retired. But she's still an active consultant. And then we've got, this is what you get when you're a star consultant. and I've got this right here in front of me, which means 2 of you have already won this. And I know we have at least 2 more people that are going to win their beautiful, beautiful organizer. And I just love this thing. I think it's so, and I've used it with my facials last month. So you will find it to be excellent. And these are stars. Well, and you know what? Tracy, you're already a Sapphire Star consultant. So by March 15th, if you add 1 or 2 new qualified team members, you're going to get not only some more bonus products, but you're going to be like a Diamond Star consultant instead of Sapphire. Maggie can explain that to you. And Beth Owen has already finished her star. So congratulations to that girl. And she snuck that in right this week and just getting that all done. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Love it. Okay, and whoops. I love to say this. I did this last week too. You're the only person on earth who can use your ability. It's an awesome responsibility. I love Sig Ziglar. So we focus, but I have a little bit more in here. Next week, I'm going to just go over the career path. And I think this is something you might want to really, really look at. This looks like a whole lot of information. So we're going to break this down so that you know how to set your goals and decide what things you want to work on, because you don't have to work on everything. In fact, you shouldn't work on everything. You want to stay focused. That's our theme for this year. Are you excited? Are you focused? Are you like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? This week is going to be a miracle week. Make a list of all the people that you would like to talk to about maybe just looking at your business and see if there's anyone that used to be a consultant that might want to just jump right in. Historically, in our unit, March has been one of our best recruiting months. So let's see if we can't get at least 10 new people this month. And who's going to be in their red jacket by the end of this month? Just asking.
Can I ask a question? Did you ever see on Facebook all the items that I sold last night? It was
No.
like 7. It was like 7 items. Okay.
Look at that, girl.
Then I'm gonna do
Well,
it.
you're already in March. March. So you want to sell 7 items by the 15th. Holy cow, you got 15 items by the 15th. You already got 7 done. Watch that, Beth, go.
Well, I told you that the girl that I checked in with had just moved and she couldn't
Right.
find skincare, so she bought another whole set.
Yeah, isn't that funny? She will find them and she's going to be happy. She's going to be happy to have you. So that's yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I had an incredible month last month. I had a $3,500 retail month. I was like,
Nice.
I know, that's better than I did in November when it's been holiday sales. It's like, whoo, that was good. A lot of people loved it. So, all right, my superstars, you just have a fabulous week. Keep in touch. Keep talking to me about the team members you want to invite. We can definitely do career chats together. Invite people to come to bingo because they might get excited to learn more about the products and a little bit about the business from going to bingo. So any questions, any thoughts? Then just know that I love you and you guys make a difference. I'm so proud of you. Take care.
Thanks.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.